Hello everyone, this is Anson from AnsonAlex.com, and in this video I'd like to talk about an update that Google released earlier this week to how documents in Google Drive are shared with non-Google users. If you've watched some of my previous video tutorials, we've talked about sharing with non-Google users, and basically you have two options, and one is to convince them to get a Google account, and two is to share that document with them publicly, but that also means that other people might be able to access that document. So I'm actually going to move over here to the Google Apps Update website, which is actually googleappsupdates.blogspot.com. I never remember that. I always just search Google for Google Apps Updates, and this is the first result. But this is where Google posts its update notes when it releases updates for Google Apps, Google Drive, Gmail, all of those services. So you'll notice that there was an update released on October 7th. Basically, you can now share a Google Drive document with a non-Google user, and if they open up that document, they'll be able to see it. And if they create a Google account, the sharing will change so that that document is just shared with their Google account and would not be accessible by anybody else publicly. So basically, initially, that document is public. After that user opens up the document and signs in with a Google account, it is no longer public. It is just available for them. And I've actually tested this out, and it works very well. So just to show you kind of a hands-on example of what this really is I'm here in one of my test Google accounts, and I'm just going to share this test document with one of my accounts that is not a Google account, one of my email accounts. So I'm going to right click on it, I'm going to go to share. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to share this document with my iCloud account. So it's not a Google account, anson.alexander@icloud.com, and I'm going to give myself edit permissions. If I give myself view permissions at this iCloud account, that document will be public to view, but nobody will be able to edit it. But when I choose this edit permissions, this is where initially it is just public to view, and as soon as I create a Google account or log in with my existing Google account, I receive the edit permissions, but nobody else can view the document. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share and save. And now I'm just going to quickly go over here and I'm going to log into my iCloud account. And I'm just going to skip ahead until I'm logged in here. Within my iCloud account, I'll go to my mail, blurred out a few things there, but I'm just going to click on the test document email, this first one here. And you'll notice this is what it looks like. So when I go ahead and click on the test document, it opens up in a new tab. And you'll notice that now up here, I have access. But remember, I shared this with my iCloud account. But if we look up at the top right, because I'm logged in with my Google account, you'll notice that automatically my AnsonAlex2013@gmail.com account has access to this file. If I go back and I refresh my Google Drive here that I originally shared it from, you'll notice that it says this document isn't shared because I basically ended up sharing it with myself. It's shared with anson.alexander@icloud.com. You'll notice that next to the anson.alexander@icloud.com account listed in the sharing settings here, there is a blue envelope denoting that it's not actually a Google account. It was just an email account, and there was an email that was sent to anson.alexander@icloud.com. Just to show it to you, if I now take this document and I copy the address and I go to open it in an incognito window, which basically makes it so that I am browsing as a user that is not logged into any accounts. I'm basically browsing as a public user, so unless I log into any accounts, I shouldn't have access to files. So let's go ahead and I'm going to paste that document in there, see if I can access it. And you'll notice that it actually takes me to a login screen, basically telling me I don't have access unless I'm logged into a Google account. Google is really trying to take the next step in being able to share documents with users that don't have Google accounts, yet still having that be a secure process. So there's obviously going to be a few bugs in this. There's going to be a few exceptions, but it's definitely going to make things easier for Google Apps users, Google Drive users. You can share things with your non-Google friends and coworkers, and they'll still be able to access them in it. And obviously, you can see that Google is trying to entice people to sign up for Google accounts because you can share a document with a non-Google user, and as soon as they sign up for that account, the permissions go to them. But, you know, it makes sense from a security standpoint. So I hope this video helped. If it did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you want to see more technology tips and tutorials, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out my 6-part video series on Google Drive. I'll post it in the description of this video here on YouTube. Thanks again, everyone. This is Anson from AnsonAlex.com.